Yeah, the silver one is from our ranked team.
Oh, is
Same
he?
thing with plat, but they are roughly gold/platinum players. Nerva's probably gold, plat's probably low plat. Alright, so getting into the game here, let me bump my music down just a little bit. Actually, yeah, bump my music down just a tad so I can hear my own self think. Alright, that'll do. Alright, so what to expect key bands to be looking out here. Plat Senpai and the Hurricane have been split up, even
Yeah,
though
I mean,
they're part of the Stretch friend group.
whoa. Guys, maybe you too can be a part of the Stretch Friend group one day. But you have to support his farm bill. That's the ticket. Stretch needs more sheep.
I need more sheep. I need someone to manage the lettuce I'm growing.
Yeah, you know? Alright, so if Irelia doesn't get banned, I'm gonna be shocked.
Yeah.
We have seen Crazy Phil on this Irelia multiple times, winning matchups he shouldn't, dominating games.
Winning game after game after game and just loving it the entire time.
Like, the disrespect of not banning him is ridiculous.
Yep.
Instead, they're probably going to just ban out the Hurricane, you know, that Stretch friend group really going after each other.
Oh my goodness. Nura not really going that hard in the paint though. Those general bans really just coming out. Ari still strong. J4 probably toppest jungler at the moment. But no particular specific threats for the purple team bans.
Yeah, I mean, you know, but these are some pretty solid bans. Maybe the Hurricane will ban out that Irelia to make it fair. A little bit more balanced that way.
I don't know. No super general bans wholly through for the Hurricane. Plat Senpai is going to be able to pick up his signature new mid laner, Annie. Just has the roam, the burst.
Dude, he's been
farming.
hyping it up. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's his new thing now.
It's strong though. After that Q modification, I was talking to him about it. That CDR when he gets his Q off, or when she gets her Q off, is just so good.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh, Nautilus hover. You know how I love my Nautilus. The champion's so awesome.
I think that champion's got a ton of potential if he's played right. I am interested to see if maybe he's going to be in that support role, or if we're going to actually see him where he belongs in the jungle.
Yeah, he is using. He's got exhaust on right now, but it is, you know, there's a little organization going on.
Okay, it's
Could be a
support
trade.
exhaust. It's support Nautilus. I'm calling it right now.
What? What is? How do you? Why? Why do you say that?
Because the Hurricane picked Orianna. If she's going mid, that means someone bumped her off support.
What if it's just jungle Nautilus though?
I'm going off my gut, man. From what
Okay.
I've seen right now, it might change in the future, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. Support Nautilus is a thing. It is funny.
Maybe Plat Senpai challenged the Hurricane to a mid lane duel, and this is the result.
1 second. This just did. Crazy. The Hurricane reporting that everyone on her team wanted to be support.
Oh wow!
We did it.
Support too popular.
Support too good.
Top
man.
lane is the new least common role.
That's your dream, man. It's like, God, I don't want to play top. Can somebody just play like a tank for me up top? Sure, man.
I just jump up out of my seat. Aha! Finally!
My time to shine.
Exactly. Tag me in, coach. Tag up. I got this one. All right. Blue team picking up the Nasus and the Kazakhs. So the late game is strong, my friends. Crazy Phil deciding to pick up the Vladimir, following in the footsteps of Tannen Kinslayer. I wonder if Tannen has spread his teachings enough to where it'll work.
Yeah. It'll be okay. All right. I'm looking at this. I think Crazy Phil's looking at it and says, "Oh boy, I've got to carry this game." And I've seen Tannen do this one or two times. Maybe
Even
if the
though-
nope is strong enough.
I feel like his Irelia can carry. Like
I
just
do
straight
too.
up
I do too.
champions messed up, man.
Maybe he's putting some training weights on this game. Maybe he thinks it's just that easy.
Maybe he says in chat, I really can't harass Nasus out of lane. I guess
That's
so,
true.
because they're both really looking to get levels and get farm, really.
Yeah, that's true. I can understand that. I was going to mention the matchup too. Shaco. Oh, I think we've seen Noobsy Shaco before, and I don't remember it going well for him.
Well, maybe this time around he'll get a better early footing and get some of those typical Shaco scumbag ganks off or jungle invades, or pretty much do whatever you want. He's got about a he's got about a 10-minute period in
Where
the
he can
beginning
actually-
he can literally just do whatever he wants.
Shaco. Well, that's the funny thing about Shaco is he is so impactful in like the first 15 minutes of the game. If he did nothing during that time, he's done. He's
Yeah.
actually useless. He's a champion that is he trades all of his late game strength for the first 15 minutes of the game. You're like, all right, I hope this goes well, boys.
Yep.
Let's do it.
I found this I found a jetpack. I'm gonna strap it on without, reading any of the instructions. Wish me luck. Either I'm gonna get to the grocery store in about 2.5 minutes, or I'm going to literally explode.
I'm pretty sure that it's like, hey, that pipe's leaking. That can't be an issue. That should be good, right? That's to lubricate this.
Yeah, no problem.
Let's go, boys. All right. So, actual team comp wise, at least I got the support Nautilus right. I think
You did.
I don't think Nautilus Tristana's the best lane. If it was like a Callista, I would love this lane.
Oh my goodness. If it was the
Can you-
Callista, the lockdown would be real. Toss him in, staggering blow, stand still for a second, hook in, they flash out. Actually, not even hook in, just point blank ulti is what I would do.
Yeah,
Point blank ulti, knock up, slow, they flash out, hook them back in. Just so much lockdown coming out of this Nautilus. And it forces you to respect him, because if you don't break the shield, he's going to get way too much damage off.
All right. Yeah. No, I think that's the dream team. Actually, Annie is probably tier 1 with Callista, but I think Nautilus is pretty much equal with Leona, right?
I'd guess so. The stun isn't there, so I don't know if
Yeah,
he can
but-
stop as many autos.
He's got a knock-up.
That's
He's got a
true.
hook. He's got a displacement. It's all the same, man.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
So- Yeah, we got this. All right, so actual team comp wise, let's look at what do you think of the Jesus Christ, Vladimir Gnosis match? Why is Vladimir a low elo special? Why is
Because
this happening?
Tannen plays it to great success.
Like, here's the thing, Stretch. I could go play 200, 300 solo queue games, never see a Vladimir. Low elo games every single night.
Dude, it's because Tannen makes it look so dang good. I'm telling you. That's just all
God.
it is to it, man. It's like Tannen shows up, he's just like, alright, I'm, gonna go to lane, call in a gank or two, get a little bit of head, and then suddenly just 3v1 people.
You forgot step 3, which was actually bait my jungler in, nope out of the fight, kill Stretch,
Yep, pretty much.
not Var salty.
Yeah, but in terms of the purple team comp, they've got a decent burst. They've got decent AOE burst on the AP side there. I think Triss is going to have a super amount of appeal for her, having that Nautilus front line, Vi diving, Vladimir just being a damage threat overall, and really needing to be focused, otherwise he goes crazy. Same thing with Orianna. As long as Ape Gance manages to go even in lane, it doesn't give a severe advantage to Kog'Maw. I think they're going to be in a good spot.
No, I definitely. Well, all considered, I do like the balance that is purple team's team comp. Orianna being the safest mage in the game, even if you're uncomfortable on that champion, you can get far. You can still land your ults and still have an impact, right?
Yep.
Looking at the other team, I mean, they definitely have. They're kind of all in. With that Shaco and 2 hyperscaling champions, I'm a little confused. I would. I don't know. It's just that feels a little bit anti-synergistic to me, right?
Yeah, it's going to be kind of rough. Honestly, I feel like their mid to late game's going to play a lot around catching people off guard with Wither into, surprise anti-burst, stuff like that. If they can pull that sort of thing off, they'll be good. And they can also poke people off of turrets using Kog'Maw ulti. And kind of if Nasus just walks up to turrets, when his Q is up, he will knock him over eventually.
Yeah. If this also one thing we didn't mention is if this Shaco's playing well, if Noopsy's playing well, I would just sit mid lane. I would, Nura's on an uncomfortable champion. You're ganking for an Annie. Just run over this Orianna, right?
Right. Yeah, focus it down. Get the free. That's the thing about about being a jungler is you have to look at your team, look at their team, and find out where the free money is. Somewhere on the map, there's typically some free money. It might be in the enemy jungle. You don't know. It might be the first dragon in the game. It might be, going to this Annie's lane with a stun charge and literally just walking up. That's all you got to do.
Just smacking Ori in the face. That's all you have to do in this game. I mean, I probably wouldn't go near the spot lane. Maybe with how depends on how Nautilus plays. But I would just camp mid lane all game long, man.
Yeah, that's and this is why I don't like mid. It's because I don't know. If I'm top lane, I'm tanky. I can take a hit or two. But when you're a mid laner, you are just so squishy, or at least I feel like it anyway.
No, I agree 100%. Mid lane also, it's just like you're in the shortest lane, so you always feel safe, so you're always pushed up. But if I'm playing the game, I feel like the jungle is always behind me somehow. It does not make sense.
Yeah, Lee Sin ward hops over your chicken wall underneath the turret while the other guy is tanking a shot for him, and
you're just like, how? Why are you always there? Are you even jungling?
You're both level 4. I don't even know.
That's why I stay away from mid lane. I feel like I'm always dying.
Yeah, man, I can't do it. And I don't know like when I'm supposed to roam, so I try to compensate that by getting like Moby boots and things. It's just like
no wait. And every time you finish your Moby boots, like no wait, this is the perfect time to farm.
Yeah, it's just like, well, he's just hanging out here now. I could have sworn this Katarina was going to be all over the place, but no, they're just. It's probably because I've got these Moby boots, so I'm super weak in a 1v1. That's what it is, isn't it?
Dang. Oh my.
There's no answer.
Alright. Flask start on Gnosis, pretty standard stuff. I like the boots on Vladimir. The extra pot will help him sustain while he's trying to just push Gnosis out of lane. He doesn't really need AP or anything, right?
Correct.
Oh, Shaco going machetes on both junglers. That's cool. Nautilus with the cloth 5. What do you think of that?
Trying to think of what that'll build into, and honestly, I'm not quite sure what he's going to go for early on. He's going to be able to take a hit. Like, that's the good news, is that he's going to be able to take a lot of damage. He's going to have a lot of sustain, but
I don't think he's trying to build that into anything. I think he's trying to hit that level 2 power spike as hard as possible. And then just once he gets that level 2, I think their level 2 is stronger. Tristana, even though she got reworked a little bit, her level 2 is still incredible.
It's actually really, really decent, especially if you can, pair her up with something like Braum. Like a Braum Trist level 2 would be amazing if it leads in with a Braum Q.
Absolutely, man. So I'm expecting some level 2 shenanigans. I hope there's some level 2 shenanigans in the bot lane. This looks like I would love to play this bot lane, man.
Yeah. I've been trying to play Trace the past couple days, and I've come to learn that I'm just bad at ADC. Like,
my problem with champions like Trist or ADC is I'm bad at champions where their attack range changes.
Yeah.
Jinx, Tristana, I'm just like, this is awkward. Kog'Maw, I'm like, how do I learn my range if it's always changing?
Yeah, my problem with Triss has always been the E, like the new one and the old one. It's just like, well, my damage on that's super delayed, so it feels unreliable. And I just don't know if I'm going too deep or not, and I end up getting out-traded. It's weird.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. It's really, really... That's why we both, I think, prefer the All-In. You prefer the Quinn, I prefer the Sivir. We're just like, no, I'm just going to kill him.
Yeah,
that's the best.
Yeah, I like the quick damage. Honestly, I super prefer the Lucian as well. It's just, it's super straightforward on how the damage works, and it's going to come out in the, proportion that you expect, and it's not going to change. Either you get the shots or you don't. Oh my goodness, damage coming out in the mid lane there. Just flash forward for both Annie and Orianna, just trying to get out of that one. Orianna manages to survive, but the Hurricane has been taken low, no potions left over, and is sitting underneath the turret, so it's going to be a rough situation trying to farm that up. Also just wants to stay safe because you never know when Shaco's going to turn around and gank again.
Yeah, but she needs to go back probably and just get potions or something. Because by staying, she's risking death so bad. Shaco can so easily get at one of those awkward angles, and with the stun and Hurricane having no flash, this is death. A
Yeah.
little bit of a trade in the bot lane. Shaco is just trying to get pressure on the map, but he's not actually finding anything.
Yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Mr. Meowington's disconnected. So they weren't able to get the follow-up they were really looking for in that gank, and I think as a result, that's the reason why they didn't get that kill pick up there.
Yeah, definitely hard to follow up a gank when you're not in the game.
Yep.
All right,
Very
so
true. Reconnect comes through pretty quickly, though, and it looks like we're probably going to get back in this one nice and quick. Let's just go through these lane matchups a little bit. Top side of the map, looks like Vladimir's got a 3-farm lead. He made this pick because he said that it would be something that could harass Nasus, keep him under pressure. But it looks like he's only got a 3-farm lead, and the mini wave is pushing towards Nasus's turret. So honestly, it's probably a 0-farm lead as long as Nasus can actually last hit properly.
yeah, looking at this matchup, the way that I've been kind of eyeballing how Crazy Phil is going to play this lane matchup, he's trying too hard to focus too early. Vladimir is not strong enough at this point in the game. Go back, get a night, just focus on trading farm right now. Don't let yourself fall behind. Because you're not going to deny a basically 6-pot Gnosis at level 1, level 2, right?
Right. If he's going to go for, this heavy deny pick he's looking for, he needs to be getting probably 2 times more auto attacks in. Because that's where part of your strength comes in as Vladimir. It's the fact that you're a ranged champion and they're in melee. You got to make sure that you're standing in a position where he cannot get to the wave. You don't push, you zone, you freeze. You make sure that he just doesn't get to the wave and you delay that power spike pretty much infinitely as long as you're playing it right. Bottom lane, it looks like Nautilus goes in, just looking for the fight on Brillo Cream and Mr. Meowington's explosion happens from Triss, but it's not going to be enough damage to pick up this Kog'Maw. Exhaust finally comes down from Nautilus, jump out of the fight from Triss, trying to get away, but it looks like flash forward and a Q from Braum will pick up that kill. Nautilus goes too deep under the turret against Brillo Cream and gets just taken out by the shots.
Man, okay. 1 second, in the mid lane, Noopsy does find an angle behind the Hurricane. Nice box placement. Ignite comes down 2, 1 auto, 2 auto. The Shiv should be coming up in just a second. Ignite's not going to finish her off. Noopsy is going to commit for it. Just barely doesn't die to the tower either.
Great deceive timing there to avoid that last shot.
No, that was perfect. I don't know how much of it was calculated, but it was perfect.
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
Bottom lane fight.
Oh, bot lane fight. Yeah, man. That fight, Tristana chose to run in that situation. She burned her flash and a rocket jump backwards, whereas if she had jumped forward and tried to pick Kog'Maw, they might have at least gone 1 for 2. Just kind of got a little bit squeamish, did the old ape gants, I guess.
The ape gants.
The ape gants. It sounds like a terrible disease.
So don't talk to him. Why? He's got ape gants.
No, he's not. It's not. He's got ape gants. He's got the ape gants.
He's got the ape gants. You're making that up. Ape gants isn't a thing.
No, not ape gants. The ape gants.
Oh yeah, never mind.
Way worse.
When it's got the in front, it's
Yeah.
much more severe.
Oh, that's an interesting build by Crazy.
Oh my goodness, top lane gank coming through. It looks like Shaco shows up to get this gank down on Vladimir. Doesn't get a kill out of it, gets some decent pressure off though. This wave will end up under Vladimir's turret, and he should be able to farm that out decently safely. Vi showing up to make sure that he can support Vladimir in case Shaco just decides to hang around for an extended period of time, which it looks like he's going to do.
Okay, I'm just trying to understand why Vlad is doing what he's doing. He went for those early CDR boots, where I think the Tannen route of the early Gunblade would help him sustain and help him push Gnosis out of lane, right?
Yeah, the Lucidity boots implies he had 1k, and I think that Hextech Revolver is what, 1200, something like that.
It's 1200. Oh, Deceive to try to get away here. Vault Breaker does charge out, but Noopsy, I don't think you want this fight, dude. That's a 2v1.
Yep, smites and deceives his way out of there. He's trying to run away. He actually has Deceive up in another second here. He might be able to juke his way back towards Nasus, and he does. He walks his way right out of that, and that is just this. We're still in this in his time period, the Shaco playtime. You can do whatever you want for the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. One thing I do want to comment on is I like the pink ward's placements by the red team. They've got two defensive peak wards to try to keep the Shaco under control, honestly, and it does a really good job of protecting Tannen and protecting Orianna.
Yep,
Ignite comes down in the mid lane.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's about.
A little bit of a panic ignite there. I think that Nura assumed that Plat Senpai was going to just all in there and wanted to see if he could trade down with a few auto attacks. But honestly, he knows his burst limit, and she's just not quite at that health level yet. He's going to keep poking her down.
Just a trick for people that don't know about Ignite. It's better to make Ignite one of the last possible things you do. You don't want to open with it. Because if you open with it, then they're gonna just run away. Their health is gonna fall faster. You want to surprise people with that spell.
Yeah.
Oh no, Nura's in trouble. Stun wasn't there. Timbers comes down. Never mind.
Yep. Doesn't quite get the kill pickup there. Once again, Ignite getting walked away from. There was not enough commitment there from Shaco. He turned back around when Annie had the stun Timbers ready. He threw the Q in order to get it up, and then I don't think Shaco realized what was happening.
Yeah. Huh. Alright, so I think Nasa's going for that early Spirit Visit. I'm not sure I really agree with that.
I like it. Actually, no, this looks right. Because you don't benefit from the Glacial Shroud, also it's really expensive to get one over the Kindle Gem against the Vlad, sorry.
What are his other options here? I always hate going Spirit Visage first, because I feel like you always end up suffering because of that choice.
Why?
It never feels as impactful as like a Frozen Heart or a Thorn Mail or even a Sunfire Cape. It just never feels right to me, even if sometimes it is.
Well, yeah, it's not that impactful. He did have the option to go, I guess, Spectre's Cal into something else, but on Nasus you want to get as much cooldown reduction as you possibly can, as quickly as you can.
I agree with the CDR. 1 second.
Ooh. Bottom lane, it looks like Jake Arcade jumps out of the brush there, but the kill has already gone down on Nasus. It's now a 2-3v3 situation. Brillo Cream is doing his best to try to fight his way through this one, but it's just not going to happen there. Ulti goes down onto Braum, but Mr. Mowington flashes away towards the turret. He'll be able to walk away with his own life.
No. Oh my god, no. Don't burn it with fire.
Oh my goodness.
Just a small yard.
Oh, he gets the last auto attack on the Braum pass of the concussive blows. Just getting that last stun out, and that red buff is going to be devastating for mid lane as well.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I'm still thinking about the Spirit Visage, right?
Right.
I don't think he needs the MR at this point in the game, right? I like the Kindle Gem pickup. I agree with you 100%. Nasus has the ability to just collect farm in this game, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if he just goes Boots' Lucidity plus Kindle Gem? Get as much CDR as possible, and then start prioritizing. Once he gets the extra 25% CDR, try to get as much Q while Vlad is still weak, right?
Right. I don't know, because you're not gonna want those Lucidity boots in a double AP comp, right? You're gonna at the end of the day, you're gonna want them.
Yeah, but you can just switch them. You've always talked about Nasus. You've sold me on this idea where Nasus has a limited amount of time to get his Q stack up effectively and efficiently without costing map pressure, right?
Right, and that's why my solution here would be to have additional cooldown reduction on my runes and masteries rather than to do anything.
I'm not going full stretch.
And
I'm
then
looking at him.
And then I would just have first item Spectre's Cal. That's the item.
I'm not going full stretch here, man. Okay, assume you're not going full stretch. You've already got no CDR in your runes and masteries, like Crazy Turtle has here. Oh my goodness, 1 second. Crazy Phil getting ganked by Noobsy. The Shiv isn't even coming out. I love this. I love this use of the not stacking CC.
Yep. Tried to get that box on him. Couldn't quite get it, but they did draw out the flash, which is going to be good enough. Tristana taking a little bit of poke here from Mr. Mowington. The Nurricane is on the wrong side of the street, but it looks like Jake Arcade's going to come in to the rescue. Nurricane takes a couple short shots, but it's not going to be too bad. Plat Senpai needs one more auto attack to go down, but it's not going to get there. Noobsy coming in to clean up the kill, walks right past that pink ward, and he's going to try to close the distance anyway. Vault Breaker, no, he doesn't go over the wall with it. Tries to battle it out using the Vi passive shield. Not going to go down or work out for him. Brillo Cream kiting backward here. It looks like Tristana wants to let Nautilus tank the rest of this. Jumps forward with a good buster shot, though, to clean up this Kog'Maw kill. And it's going to be Red Side who comes out ahead.
Yeah, I mean, this is... oh my goodness. I'm looking. There's so many interesting things going on this game. Hextech Revolver finally finishes for Vladimir. That's great. That's the item he needs probably right now to spike against this Gnosis. Um, Plat Senpai going for the Rod of Ages. I can dig it. Huh. But Gold's basically even in this bot lane, right? Who outscales who? Gnosis or Vladimir? Or not Vladimir. Tristana or Kog'Maw?
I think that in terms of raw damage output, Kog'Maw pretty much outscales Triss. In terms of team
Yeah.
utility and self-peel, though, Triss is going to be able to do a lot more with her kit in a team fight, whereas Kog'Maw is going to be pretty reliant on his team to really defend him.
What's the range of Wither? It's outraged by Tristana at level 18, right? By 1 or 200 units, I'm sure.
I am actually not quite sure. Wither is surprisingly far.
Because I'm thinking like, even in terms of scaling, this Gnosis is going to be so efficient at shutting down an attack speed heavy champion like Tristana.
Mm.
Whereas there's almost no threat to the Kog'Maw. All you have to do is hide your Kog'Maw so they can't get Nautilus ulted,
Right.
or picked by Nautilus, and it'll be okay.
Mid lane, Noobsy looking for another gank here. Plat Senpai drops the Tibbers, and they actually throw the ulti down on Shaco. They're going to get Vi taken out of the fight as well. It gets put down to about half HP. Noobsy sending in the clone underneath the turret, trying to get
Good
some
control.
more damage. Yeah.
Good clone control. That's something a lot of people don't realize to do. And I really like seeing the utilization there by Noobsy. Good play. So do you think Shaco's been impactful enough to justify picking him? He's 3-1-1.
Yeah, he's been pretty impactful here. There have been some situations where there are a little bit of misplay, like that one time that Plat Senpai did get the Tibber stun down, but Shaco had already backed up. You typically, if you look like you're going to go in for a gank and you're pretty close, you want to follow it up. Crazy Phil getting taken very low by Crazy Turtle. The Nasus ultimate has gone down, but Crazy Turtle's not going to be able to close the gap quite yet. He only has boots 1. And that Vladimir has boots 2, so he's going to be able to get away.
1 second, we got a 3v3 in the enemy jungle. Nice smite by Jake Arcade to secure the blue buff. Oriana's going to ult out Noobsy too. Does deceive away from the fight. Nautilus ult comes down onto Plat Senpai. Plat Senpai should be done from the staggering blows. Actually, Apegans messes up the flash. Rocket jumps enough to get him away safely. Mr. Meowington's now able to flash over the wall. The Summoner Heal comes down, and Meowington's on the wrong side of the wall. He's going to die to this tower, isn't he? There's nowhere
He
for him to
might.
go.
Technically, he can recall here and probably make it.
Oh my goodness. At least Kog'Maw gets something out of it, right?
Yeah. Ooh. He makes it
Close.
out just by the skin of his teeth
Close.
there. Top side of the map. Crazy Turtle gets pushed out by Crazy Phil. That sustained really coming into play here. The Hextech Revolver paying off its debts, I guess. I don't know. But really just allowing this Vladimir to stay in this lane and push out Nasus.
No, I love the Hextech Revolver. That's part of why we were questioning the Ionian boots so early. It's just Hextech is so good against Gnosis. It's so good against just bullying him out.
Yep.
Oh my goodness gracious, man.
No! Vladimir chooses
Dragon's
to go.
going down.
Vladimir chooses to go needlessly large ride. I think that Tannen would be just livid.
Tannen is rolling over in whatever he's doing right now. I can't say his grave because I hope he's still alive.
Yeah, he's alive somewhere, I think. But I think his play is usually to get a lot of cooldown reduction at this point in the game.
40% CDR. That's what he has told me.
Yeah.
Got to get that Will of the Ancients. Actually, Plat Senpai's in trouble. Holy crap.
Yeah, it gets dunked there by the Assault and Battery. Ball gets put onto Jake Arcade. Ball forward. No Oriana ulti as it's still on cooldown, but they do force Annie to get chunked quite low. They just need to back off this play, though, before something goes awry for them.
Oh my goodness,
Ooh.
that's how Crazy Phil's gonna substitute the CDR. He got blue buff, man.
Uh-oh. Ulti goes down to Crazy Phil, though. He drops it on the pole. It's not going to be enough to kill Plat Senpai. Oriana Ball transfers the blue buff. No! Shaco picks up the kill on Vladimir. And then that's going to be just Shaco with blue buff. Crazy Turtle joins the fight. Vault Breaker over the wall will put Jake Arcade out for now, but that Chilling Smite getting that slowdown and giving that speed buff is a little bit too strong. Bottom side of the map, it looks like Brillo Cream, Ape Gans, and Fildo are just going crazy in the bottom lane here. Another hook onto Kog'Maw would put Nautilus in position to possibly pick up that kill, but he's going to play it a little bit more safe and back it up.
Yeah, don't blame him for backing up there. That was a nice flash into the vision to deny any like Nautilus shenanigans. I don't know if this Nautilus pick has been working out for him, especially without a GP5 item. Because this Braum passive is just getting abused by Kog'Maw, man.
Uh-oh. Tannen shows up in the chat. Raging. Raging about the
Oh my
build.
god!
He says that the cooldown's even more important against Nasus. I don't know about this pool either.
Oh my god, all it takes is a wither! Does this fight! Just wither him, he has no pool.
He has no pool, take him down.
Oh,
Take him out, bring down
there you go, look at that.
Oh my goodness, he's almost out of mana though. I don't know how many more Qs he can put out.
He's got plenty of mana, dude. That thing's like 20.
That is true. It is pretty ridiculous, isn't it?
No, actually, I was just exaggerating. It is actually 20 mana for that Q.
Dear God. It should scale up in mana cost depending on how much damage. I mean, how many stacks it's got. Yeah.
It's like plus 1,000 stacks. That is a 20-second cooldown. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, that would be beautiful.
You know what? But you know, to balance that, they would just be like, all right, you just choose a target and he's withered for the rest of the game. Doesn't even have to be near you.
Oh.
Crazy Phil might be in trouble. He pulls away, but yeah, there's Tibbers. Oh my god. Dude.
And the aroma is intense.
Dude, that Molten Shield that goes on Tibbers now, that buff is so huge.
Hey, it's terrifying.
Tibber.
Oh my goodness, 5 Vault Breakers in. I don't know if she wants any of this. Dies during the Assault and Battery, and this is going to be a free turret for Blue Team. Tibbers just being a total gentleman about taking this thing down. Just tanks it up, no problem.
I got this, man. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Alright. So, it's what, a 5k gold lead for the Blue Team. I'm sitting here and I'm trying to think, is this game... I mean, it's not highest level play. This game is not over by any means, but it's not looking good. I'm trying to think, how does Red Team come back in this situation, right? We haven't seen bot lane come to fight. Maybe this bot lane needs to go roam?
Ooh, this is a good fight for Red Team. Apegans, where you going, bud? No! No! You left your support to die!
APD has the Ape Gans, man. Like, he's just gotta back up for a minute. Think about it.
He was full HP. I know he was worried about getting Braum stunned, but that took some precious off Nautilus. Mid lane though, Nass is just walking up, getting that wither down. Platsenpai gets taken low by these denting blows coming out of Vi. Nautilus throws down the ulti though. Crazy Phil gets chunked for a huge amount of his health there. Wither comes down, and it's going to be Noobsy who picks up the last hit there. Dragging up in a minute and 30 seconds. Blue Team ahead by about, what, 8 kills? 9 kills? 9 kills. Yeah, math things.
Math is hard, guys. Nobody likes math. I don't know, dude. I don't see a lot of ways. Tristana's going Bloodthirster first. No! I don't like this, man.
I've been experimenting with that, and it's... I think it can work, but... you have to have a legitimate reason. Like,
yeah, no,
that reason is there's just a lot of assassins around.
Right, no, like... There are times, I'm not saying it's never...
Right.
Or that it's always bad, but there... Okay. Ape Gantz, write me a 200-word essay, submit it to LowElo, the LowElo email, and team@lowelo.com. Let me know why you're doing this. I need to know the reasoning. If there's no reasoning, then you're grounded. I'm sorry. It's just... no. Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
What if his reasoning is, I couldn't afford the pickaxe?
No, just wait.
Wait,
you don't need
75 gold.
You don't need the lifesteal.
Oh my goodness.
Look at Plat Senpai right now. Look at him.
Dude, this is the build. I like it. I like it. Like,
no,
I love everything about
right
this.
Now. No, look at where he is right now.
Oh.
Look at him.
Oh no. This is a signature Plat Senpai special called I'm the Wolves.
Doesn't he know Tannen's trying to be the wolf?
I'm the Wolf Camp. He's done this before on Shaco. He's decided that it's a good idea for him to camp out here. Oh! Oh, he finds
Oh my!
himself a Vi, but he also finds himself an Orion. He gets double dunked, and it looks like he might go down here. No, Brillo Cream walks up.
When wolves fight back, man.
Uh-oh, jump forward from Apegans. Actually gets stunned out instantly by the entirety of Red Team. Just gets chunked down there. Brillo Cream trying to get out. What? Braum ulti was up? You guys could have fought that if Braum ulti was up.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, it's too late now.
All right, so Plat Senpai's "I'm the Wolves" kind of backfired at the end of the fight there.
Yeah, it looked good for a bit, and then it petered off into chaos.
Oh my goodness. He's also wearing the wrong Annie skin, I'm pretty sure. Which Annie skin does he have? Yeah, that's the wrong Annie. You need Little Red Riding Hood Annie if you're going to pretend to be a wolf camp.
It's true.
Alright. "I'm the Wolves," says Plat Senpai. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Mid lane turret going down for Red Team. That's going to be their second turret of the game. Going to open up the map for them a little bit. Allow them a little bit more roam potential into the enemy jungle.
Oh, okay. Is that serious? DCB, is Zillion really getting a 99% slow? That champion does not need that. Nobody needs 99%. I would rather be stunned.
Is it just they're adding slow AP scaling to the movement speed one?
I don't know. All I know is I would rather be stunned than silenced or feared or slowed. Just stun me. It's fine. At least then I can pretend, I don't have to pretend that I was doing something or get frustrated. I'm like, oh yeah, I was stunned. That's fair.
Oh, apparently Zillion has a stun as well now.
What?
Apparently DCB is saying that Zillion has a stun, but this is something we could talk about between games. I kind of want to keep commentating this.
Yeah, no, I saw that and I'm like, what the heck?
Yeah, Zillion's dumb.
Zillion's dumb.
Alright. Plat Senpai walks forward, looking for some damage on Crazy Phil, and then Arcade dodges out of the Oriana ulti, and Braum comes in to save the day. Good knock-up on his part. Plat Senpai trying to get away from this vibe, but it's going to be the Assault and Battery, locking him down in place. Concussive blows just locks him up, or locks up Vi as well, and it looks like Blue Team's probably going to push forward and possibly look for one of these turrets. Noopsy shows up in the bottom side of the map, trying to pick up the kill on Apegans. Doesn't get quite enough damage down. Or Apegans doesn't quite get enough damage down to pick up the kill there, and Sheikah walks away with the golds.
Oh my goodness, man. Shaco definitely did his job this game. He got huge. There's no other way to put it. He hit that critical mass that a Shaco, he needs to be an assassin now, and he did it. Good job, man. You the best, Noobsy. Freaking Shaco. Champion makes me so mad.
Shaco. Just Shaco things. Alright, mid lane turret getting assaulted now. Brillo Cream just getting a couple auto attacks down. Gets it down very, very low, but smartly backs up because Vi is back in lane and it will dash forward.
Oh my goodness. Oh, let's see. What else we got going on the map? It is an 8k gold lead. This game has slowly been snowballing out of control. I don't really see a way. Unfortunately, Tristan is your only hyper carry, and she's not going to get any bigger than a Kog'Maw or a Nasus. The enemy team has the ability to also scale into the late game. Your only chance was to kind of shut down Shaco and make it a 4v5, but that's not going to happen. Tag team to hop the wall right there.
little bit of leapfrog action going on in the bottom side of the map.
Oh man. 1 second.
Yeah. Alright, so.
Dude, look at all the upgraded green trinkets on the red team.
So good.
So good.
Like, if it were me, wouldn't even have it upgraded. I don't care what that thing costs.
You wouldn't even have a trinket.
Look, I'm not going to place the ward down. I just don't need it.
It's gonna weigh me down.
Yeah.
It's just,
It's an extra button I have to worry about pressing.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so Yeah, what if you push it by mistake? Oh no, Brillo Cream gets caught out actually. All the ultis go on him. And he somehow manages to...
Oh! Almost walks out of that fight there. Plat Senpai walks up. Tibbers is already on the ground looking to burn somebody up. Jake Arcade gets taken very low, tries to flash out of the fight. Doesn't use his Vault Breaker to go over the wall.
Dude, I like it. He wants to be a man.
Yeah,
He
I
just
guess.
wants to fight.
Yeah, turned around and tried to fight for his honor, but Crazy Turtle will take out Crazy Phil here. The hammer comes down.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so Baron's calls come down. There's no real opportunity to do a tower, so this is a pretty good play. Kog'Maw's definitely going to appreciate this. Actually, with a champion like Kog'Maw, I really like the idea of going Elixir of a Ruin early, just to help you with your siege.
Right. Alright, so blue team going to pick up this Baron pretty much for free. Red team does have vision in this brush, but they won't exactly get the timer. Shaco actually dies to the buff. Does this open the door for a steal? They continue on it. Hurricane is in the area, sends the ball over, realizes they're doing the Baron, can't get the ball quite close enough. TP comes in. Things are getting crazy here. Crazy Phil ports in, dies immediately, and Hurricane's got no mana to help him out. Nasus is huge. Q comes out from Plat Senpai. The disengaged pings are going down, but it looks like Plat Senpai might go down to Jake Arcade here if he can get a couple more punches. He does.
Oh,
Jake Arcade is walking forward, trying to get out of the fight here. It looks like Crazy Turtle will not be able to close the gap. They trade 2 for 2 on a fight where literally everyone could have walked away. So Red Team's going to be a little bit happy taking that trade, being able to take 2 Baron buffs off the enemy team, but this entire time, Brillo Cream just rotated and took himself a turret. Good move on him.
Yeah, great move. Man, this Nasus is 5-0. Holy shit.
Yeah! Let's see. Let's check the Q stats.
You don't want to, dude. You really don't want to.
It can't be that bad. Oh my goodness.
You actually don't want to. Don't say that number on stream. That'll give people nightmares. We're not about that over
This is
here.
when you know your Nasus did not get put on a leash.
Yeah.
Leash your dogs.
Who let the dogs out?
Oh my goodness. Noobsy just completely murks Tristana up in the top lane and starts split pushing right away. During that entire time, blue team's also taking a dragon. Just so many split objectives happening. I love it.
Yeah, no, they took that opportunity to just kind of clear the map, any side objectives they needed to. What else? Shaco's even taken the the red buff. Unfortunately, you can definitely tell from blue team's play that a lot of these players are uncomfortable in their positions.
You mean red team?
Yeah, I'm sorry, red team.
Okay.
You can tell that there are... Unfortunately, there's no way for us to balance that without an extreme amount of time. Sorry, guys. Noopsy looking for a snipe there, but doesn't quite find it.
Yeah.
Send your Kog'Maw to split push. That is certainly a bold strategy, but I think they're so far ahead it honestly doesn't matter.
They should be sending their Shaco to split push, but maybe they're looking for the young 1-3-1.
Oh, and you're okay. Now just push top. You got 2 people bottom. You need to just push top. You were already giving up your Kog'Maw. There's no way he was living.
Yep, knock that thing over. Honestly, the team needs to be grouped up. Don't dive this! Oh my goodness! It hurts! It hurts even me. Oh my goodness! And the BM comes out. You have to celebrate a little bit after landing a Q that does that much damage to somebody.
Oh my god, that summoner heal comes. Oh my god, stop it! Just if he had gotten out of tower, I'm sure the tower did all Anasis' health there.
It really, really did. It was on him for a good 10 seconds.
But that was disgusting, man.
When your Q does 75% of someone's health and they die, you have to stop and dance just a little bit.
Just a little bit. But maybe get out of tower first.
It was a little BM, but
I'm fine with celebrating a little BM. That's fine.
I'm pretty BM myself.
I mean, it's about having fun.
Actually, I take it back. I'm super BM. All I do is try to provoke people in all check, try to get ganked. That's about it.
I mean, yeah, but there's strategy. You're trying to get somebody else, somebody in your lane, trying to draw pressure to alleviate lanes, other lanes.
Yep. I played the psychological game, man.
No, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's definitely a good mentality.
Yep. All right. So Vi in the bottom lane getting a little bit double ganked here. Mr. Meowington and Noobsy trying to lock him down in place. He's got the Vault Breaker charged up. He dashes forward and will be able to get away. Noobsy throws one more knife. It doesn't quite do enough damage. Oh my goodness. Blue team now
Yeah.
pushing forward. Honestly,
There it
they
is,
can.
the TP top.
There it is. Yep.
Yeah, that's all they need to do. Top. Finally, just protect Brillo Cream. They could even just peel for Gnosis, actually. Like, if that was their strategy, it'd be okay.
Yeah. Plat Senpai goes super deep, zeroes out Trist, and says, "You know what? I'm okay with this."
Yeah, that was,
Pretty
I'm
bold.
not sure. I'm not sure I'm okay with that.
It was
Gnosis
pretty
is-
bold.
Yeah, you're not gonna gain anything other than a stack of gold out of that, right?
Yep. Mid lane, Noobsy gets onto the Hurricane once again, and just that deceive has the ability to just trick so many people because you never really know what direction he's actually going in. He just decided to turn around there and get the auto attacks down on her.
Yeah, man. That's what it's all about. That's what Shakos want to do. Brillo Cream again gets caught out a little bit. Oh,
Ooh.
that's unfortunate.
Good. That was
That's-
a really good assault and battery. It went down just in time for the flash over the wall, where he would have otherwise not had vision.
Yeah, no.
Can he get
Gnosis is finally threatening that top tower.
Get it.
Noopsy's probably dead, but it doesn't matter. You can't stop Gnosis with those two champions.
Yep, not here, not now. Noobsy picks up that top lane turret and opens the gates, and during that time, it looks like Mr. Meowington's once again disconnects.
You know, I'll be honest, they may not need him. Oh my goodness, dude. Alright, so I'm pretty sure at this point there's almost no recovering. Gnosis is just anytime a Gnosis gets up to 600 farm and is team fighting, the game's over.
Yep.
Alright. Do do do. Do do do. Hurricane, by the way, went for the old Magi's trying to snowball hard. I don't blame her. When you're that far behind, you need to gamble, right?
Yeah, it's time to start taking risks. Either you go big or you go home. And Nura looking. Oh my goodness, that Q hit that Krug for 1,890 damage.
You know what Gnosis needs right now? An Infinity Edge.
Yeah, I'd say that's about right.
Actually, I guess you might. No, I'm gonna go with Infinity Edge. One in every 5 Qs it crits. I'm down.
One in every 3.3 Qs crits because he's got a Trinity Force.
Oh my word! I didn't even see that Trinity Force. Like, I don't think he needs. I think he can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, right now he's not losing any health in this fight. Besides, you know what? I'll pop ball. Whatever. Oh, Hurricane shows up, gets the shield
All right.
down. Looks like Crazy Turtle will go down here a little bit too ballsy, and his team just not in position to really take anything. This is when you need to be aware of the positioning of your team when you're on a split push strategy. Because if you're that far ahead, that's going to happen. Your team can't put pressure on the proper portion of the map. You get taken out for free, and the enemy team gets to regroup on your team pretty
Yep.
much without cost.
If you are going to be pushing that far forward, you need to make sure that your team is in position to back you up in case you get 3 to 4 people top. Because that was if there was even a shake on the enemy bot lane, there was a chance they got another tower out of that. You gotta coordinate, man. I hope they're using Curse Voice or some sort of voice comms because you have to coordinate if you're gonna be doing this sort of style of play.
Yeah, either that or extensive pinging. Write something in chat. Let people know what's going on. Either
Yep.
that and just be patient. Just don't run off ahead. The
You
reason
can
to
push the
rush it.
wave and back up. That's all you have to do is threaten.
Yep.
Pings come down on Dragon and Baron. Actually, Gnosis could probably solo the Baron right now. Just pop that R and go for it. But he's probably going to just go ahead and... What are they doing, man? Yeah, he's going to solo it. That damage is disgusting.
Ass is trying to take out this Baron. Chico shows up, and this is going to be much better for them. That 2-man is strong.
Yeah. Jake Arcades decides to come and try to contest this dragon. I don't think he wants this fight, dude.
Well, with the two up top lane, I don't know. They don't know it, but there's two people trying to get Baron right
Good
now.
smite. Yeah, no, this is a good delay tactic. They're gonna give up the dragon. They're probably gonna give up 1 or 2 kills, but they're gonna get the dragon. Shaco's gonna be, or they're gonna get the Baron. Shaco's gonna get that inhib. I'm okay with giving, 2 40-second death timers. The gold does not matter when you're up 14k, right?
Right. Just pop your ulti.
Pop, yeah, do it, do it.
I guess he doesn't need to. He's gonna get it regardless.
All right, so what else? Brillo Cream probably needs to back up. Yeah, there you go. Get that red buff. Maybe give it to Gnosis if you're feeling adventurous.
You could do so.
100. There's a 70 gold difference. Oh my goodness gracious, dude, this is disgusting.
I don't
Nice,
know.
nice to see if backwards actually. He dodged the Vault Breaker from Jake Arcade. And just, oh my god.
Uh-oh, so much damage coming out here. He's gonna deceive himself over the wall into this brush.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's done for. Wait. 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 Nope, he's dead.
Yeah. he got greedy for the kill right there. That's that first class greed, man. That's what I expect from a Shaco player, dude.
That's what you expect from the stretch. I would have
that's
gone
true.
for that too.
Oh my goodness. So I'm a little bit worried. I mean, I shouldn't be worried. I feel like blue team should win this game, but they're giving red team all the opportunity they need to get back in this game. They're kind of dragging it out. They're not doing a good job of pushing down multiple inhibs. And they need to be a bit more aware of what's going on.
Yeah. How many stacks are on this Magi, by the way? What am I looking
Not
at? 7?
many. I mean, that's,
It's
That's
better
not
than
bad.
when she got it, but
it's not bad. She's actually hasn't died since she bought it, I think. She just has, she's not been anywhere near team fights either.
yeah.
She's been pulling the Tana nope this game.
Honestly, red team needs to look for some sort of damage here. Shaco is not here. That's a large portion of the enemy team's damage. They do have the super minion wave stacked up, but if they can focus a good amount of damage, actually, I don't even know. There's too many threats right now. I don't even think they could win the 4v5. Because if they focus Nasus, he lives too long. Kog'Maw and Annie get too much damage down. If they focus Annie, Kog'Maw and Nasus live too long. They get too much damage down. Same thing.
There's too much damage on the enemy team.
Yeah.
That's the problem. There's too much damage.
Yep, Nautilus ulti does go down. Plet Senpai flashes forward, instantly picks up the Hurricane, tries to get out from under turret, but he's going to get Assault and Battery in place. Jake Arcade now is trying to get to Brillo Kareem, but the exhaust from Crazy Turtle just locks him up in place completely. Ape Gantz shows up and tries to get some damage down, but the Kane drops. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Kane!
Game. Good game, guys. Unfortunately, snowballs happened. Let's be real. He almost two-shot a tower with his Q.
Yeah, just Nasus things.
Just Gnosis things. I think he ended with over 700 stacks.
I think
Gnosis
that's
is
right.
a dumb champion.
Yeah, there are tactics to stop that from happening.
But there is nothing to stop it once it's happened.
Yes. Either you stop the boulder from rolling down the hill in the first place, or you get crushed trying to stop it as it rolls. Because Nasus is not a snowball, he is a boulder.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's definitely true. All right, create game.
All right, Vladimir actually did highest damage in the game. That's actually
Did he
interesting.
really?
Is that just part of that is probably because of the amount of lane harass he was able to get down, and it's interesting too. That amount of lane harass he got down, regardless of how much it was still not enough to stop Nasus from snowballing. And that's what I'm talking about. You need to get auto attacks in. My typical answer for Nasus top lane is actually Pantheon. You need to go all in on that early game if you're going to look for somebody who's really looking to shut out that Nasus. And when you do it, you have to be on him. Do not care about how many minion attacks you take while doing it. Do not let him stack his Q. And if you can get the lane in a position where you can freeze and zone, you've pretty much won the lane right there. You can delay that mess for 15 minutes, and if you can do that, you're probably going to win.